Welcome back, everybody. We are further venturing north in our playthrough with a Reaper on this episode of playing Grim Dawn. So, what I happened upon is this little camp here of shredded remains and picked up the second and the third part of this trip south story. So, let's dive right in. We'll start reading and hopefully the story has a happy ending, right? Because last time we knew they were stuck with a bunch of eyeballing child molesters and they had no horse meat left. So, yeah. Day 28. Gods protect us. We have been starving. I spent the morning searching the woods for nuts and bugs to eat. I can't believe that it doesn't shame me to say I've been eating bugs when I can find them. When I got back to the camp, I found that John had killed a man that attacked our daughter. Fuck yeah, John. Way to go. John has brought Sylvie and me a small portion of meat. I don't ask where he got it. The other men asked what happened to their friend. John told them that he tried to hurt a little girl and offered them some freshly cut meat. They took it without another word and left us alone. Does friendship mean so little in these times? John offered Sylvie to one of the men in the camp. What? When the man came into the tent to make his advance, John killed him in front of Sylvie and me. I am so hungry I don't even care. That makes much more sense. Day question mark question mark. It's so hard to write. Numb fingers and the cold dulls my thoughts. The dark of the mountain makes it easy to lose track of the days. Another man has been lured to our tent in exchange of food for the promise of warmth. They must know that it's a trap. Maybe they're ready to die. They lie to themselves even as they walk into the butcher's blade. Our next visitor was wise to the attack. John killed him, but not without suffering a terrible wound. He is not sure he will survive the night. I find that I don't care as much as I should. All I see is a potential meal. Gods, what is happening to me? John lasted longer than we expected. Draining our dwindling food supplies, I took care of it. Now, have food for a long while. Well, that got immediately darker than I thought. So, here's part 3. Sylvie has become angry, spiteful, malevolent. Where did all the tenderness and innocence of my little girl go? Why is it that I don't care anymore? Should care, but feel nothing. There is no one left here in the camp. All gone. We must move. Hard to hide blood, frozen snow, easy for prey to know. Hard to write, hard to think about anything but the hunger. New place off-road, easy to lure new travelers going south looking for safe place. Never find it. No food again. I encourage Sylvie to find people to bring here for food. She is gleeful at the suggestion, John gone, so I do the killing now. So hungry. Don't even bother to cook food anymore. Talk to woman today, still alive. As we eat, blood in mouth, she asks why. Only word I say, hungry. Sylvie laugh. That she talk while we eat her. Hair falling out. Don't care. Men won't be lured no more. They know what awaits them. No matter. We chase. Sylvie good hunter now. She likes it. Me too. Should feel bad. Know it's wrong, but it feels so good to feed. Don't feel cold no more. Shards of frozen blood cut lips. Split gums. Don't care. Chase men. Terror make flesh taste sweeter. Good. So hungry. Must find more. The rest of the text is impossible to make out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't become a cannibal. Because you gotta work really hard to eat people. I mean, let's be honest. Oh, that's super gross, though. I think the whole Wendigo cannibal myth is actually fantastic, though. It's one of the few Native American legends that that really like took hold in modern times. A lot of what I know about it is just kind of based on stuff that I get from, you know, obviously YouTube, the internet, all that junk. Can you die, please? Thank you. But it's essentially just this huge cautionary tale about greed and consumption, cannibalism. The Wendigo, not that it was stated specifically in that little lore bit, but the enemies that I happened upon in that camp were actually Wendigo people. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool what they can do with the storytelling in this game, with the writing, with everything going on in the background that you can just pay attention to and really dive deeper into the coolness that is this game. All you really have to do to enjoy this game is disconnect from the voice acting, and I mean, maybe the graphics aren't the greatest, but that doesn't bother me anymore. Yeah, but no, like the fucking Wendigo myth is so, it's just terrifying, but at the same time it's so captivating. Like, 'cause you always, anytime there's one of the stories about, you know, the Wendigo or the cannibalism, it always starts, you got all these hopeful journeyman travelers, and they're doing their best to get to a better place, and then they just happen upon this horrible situation, and they're forced to make these decisions, and ultimately they're led down the path of cannibalism, and they have to basically become animals who can only find nourishment from human meat. So, like, I don't know if you noticed, but during that story, with as many people as they found for as long as they survived, just eating people, like that would have been plenty of time to get away from their situation, right? Obviously, people are still coming in to where they are from other places, so the rescue was an option. But rather than, well, I chopped his head right off, just clean off. Rather than wait for that rescue, is they dive down into this wilderness madness, and I just fucking eat people, just eating people. Like, I think I would rather starve than eat a person. Truly, that's a car alarm going off outside. Sounds like it stopped. Yeah, no, like I don't even really enjoy meat from animals, just food-wise. So you're gonna offer me a finger or a butt cheek and say, "Here, eat up. You'll live longer." Okay, maybe we just don't. Maybe I'll just take one for the team, and when I'm dead, you guys can do what you will, I guess. Gross. I'm glad I never have to think about that situation in any capacity, of normal life. But goddamn, what would you do? What would you do in that situation? Especially if the only thing left to eat is a giant dick and hairy ballsack. So, I mean, do you even try to serve that up? Do you saute it? Do you put some spices on it? Do you just let it go? I mean, these are the real questions, These are the real. Oh, it was a book. You're crowding my shit. I don't need you there. I should probably go back and sell all this garbage. Nothing that I need. I'm gonna put these over here. Don't need this ring. Do I need this? Did I? Yeah, the ether damage was good. Open it up! Let's kill some pigs! And I mean, let's be honest. Look at all the fucking monsters that are hiding out. You mean to tell me you couldn't gather a hunting party, kill some monsters, and eat that instead? You have to resort to eating people. Let's be real. Let's be real. Eating people, and then your own dad at the end of the day. That is insanity. Never, ever in my life do I think I could be that hungry. To be honest, I've spent whole days just playing fucking video games, forgetting that I need to eat, so I don't think I would have a whole lot of trouble with not eating, I say that, but I've never actually been in the situation where I have to stop and think about if I wanted to eat a human. So I'm just gonna let that thought rock right there, and probably come back and visit it again because the Wendigo is pretty prevalent in the later stages of this game, which is really cool. It's such a cool enemy type. The whole story that they attempt to build around it is fucking awesome. So we'll get to that. Spoilers, I guess. Not really. I didn't spoil anything, but just be aware it's coming. They're kind of setting up for it with the little lore books that we've gotten so far. For now, though, we continue on against the Cult of Cthulhu. The guys who need all the blood, who don't eat the bodies, they just sacrifice the blood to the blood god. Not even the blood god. We all know the real blood god is Khorne, not Cthulhu. But God, killing cultists has never been so satisfying. Just walking over on top of them and them immediately falling apart because we're an unassailable fortress of destruction and death. I am the Reaper. Zip! Zap! Zuby. I need that seal. Blink in here. Just watch everything fall over. Look at the radius on this. It's so fucking crazy. Shit's just taking damage from so far away. I love it. Love it! Looks like we are losing a little bit of damage, though, on our auras. Things are starting to survive for much longer, which isn't my favorite thing in the world, but that's okay. Eventually, we should be getting some more gear that's going to help up that ability a little bit harder. That is not openable. We did hit level 40, so some of that gear in our inventory becomes available to us. We can equip that in a second here. What the hell did you do? That almost killed me. I still happen upon abilities from some of these enemies that I've never seen before, and I have no idea what they do. Most of the Chthonic cult is going to be doing chaos damage, so I'm not really sure. I don't think our resist is very high. 61. No, that's vitality. That's confusing because this is ether. I assume this is chaos, but this is chaos, right? 37% is much, much worse. Goodbye, you're dead. Summon demons, only for them to die. No, you're dead, everybody's dead. What am I doing? Alright, I wanted to put on the mask. Yeah, we can do that. Pierce resistance isn't super high up on my list at the moment. That's not doing anything that I need. Grab that. Bramblewood, Mark of Torment. Nope, need the Aether Ward. Definitely going to need the Aether Ward for a long time. Don't use that. We've got to be 43 and 45 for those two. So away we go, off into the dangerous domain further. Kill the shit out of all of these demons. Cultists? Oh, okay, so there's some ghouls fighting against the cultists as well. Love it. You can always find different enemy types in different stages of the game where they make sense. And that continuity is so awesome. Right, and I was making a point, I don't know if it was in this video or the last video, because I can't really remember these things. My memory is terrible. But the game and its enemy types are, it has them separate for a reason. So, the fact that we're finding all these undead here I don't actually know if these count as Arcovian undead. My assumption is that they do, right? Because they can't be undead in this game if they're not Arcovian. Where is it? Faction window. So what we're going to do to test that is rovers. We're killing Arcovian undead right now. We are at 5738. So let's see what happens. If we kill some more undead, that number should go up by killing these people if they are Arcovian, which just goes further to prove my point, which I will complete. Having that point thought thing, doing the thought, thinking the brains in just a second. Man, that Aether Fire on the ground is insanely hurting. Just gonna flip on our vampirism. Punch the ever-living shit. I want that ability. Whatever that is, I want it. It looks so cool. I don't know what it is, but I have to have it. Anyway, let's hit the J button. Yes. Okay. So they are, in fact, Arcovian undead. The undead in this game are all, rather than just being, undead, zombies got brought back from hell. Cool. They're actually, they're the undead civilization of Arcovia. They were the civilization itself was, it found a way to make their society immortal, but they monkeys pawed themselves and ended up being undead in this way. Like, they're ghosts and skeletons and spooky for the rest of their existence because they didn't stop and think about maybe we shouldn't do that. Which is super fucking cool. And they're spread out all over tombs and places all over the game, which is awesome. Can I really not get back there? Huh. I have to be able to, right? There's got to be a switch somewhere. Can't click that. No. Like, this just screams, yeah, see, there's a door right there. Can I really not click that or that? Let's open up the chest, open up the other chest. Ooh, Herald's jacket. Sorry, Herald, don't think you'll be needing this. And there has to be a switch. What am I missing? Just let me go back. I want to go back here. That is unfortunate. If you guys know how to do this, let me know. I don't know if I will actually make it back to this point, but I'm almost positive that's a place that you can access. And there's just some secret switch that I don't know where it is to click on. Yeah. Bummer. Anyway, we did level up, so I got some points to place. We're going to cap our bar. We've almost got the Harbinger of Souls. One more level, and we can start dumping points into that to increase our damage output even harder, because passives are the way to go. That's not entirely true, but maxing your abilities to their ultimate effect in this game is very important. I'll probably get into it more next episode, but I've just kind of, over the time that I've been playing this game, progressing through the story and the characters that I've created, I've kind of gotten into a groove about how best to create the builds, how best to function with the grind in Grim Dawn. and we'll probably, once I actually complete the campaign, all the story flow of the game, I'll definitely start making more videos about, you know, different builds, how best I think they should be played, and what it means to level up, and the gear that you should be looking for, that sort of stuff. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video. I will be back tomorrow to continue the progression. Hopefully, wow, that actually works. That actually works really well. The helmet. That's fucking bitchin'. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I will see you guys next time.